And I am back. Am I back? Can you hear me? Can you see me? There we go. Stop that. All right, and then Twitch is going. Test. Test and test. Good to go. We are back. We should be. Yep. Got a video. Close that. So now the fun part of trying to get Joystick Gremlin to recognize XYZ. Nice. need to see if... Alright, launch game. If somebody wants to get you a gift, you can't hold them back, you know what I mean? They're just going to do what they want to do. Adjust this again because for whatever reason it decides to mess everything up for me. Options, key bindings, advanced. Joystick HOTAS, vehicle mining. Alright, well that, it recognized it, so that's good. Understandable. Why is she moving in February? Where's she moving to? Is it for work? Is it for school? Is it for relationship? Is it for... Where are you at, Ray Ray? Alright, so we're going to wake up in Area 18 Hab unit. And we need to get to our ship. There we go. Rise and shine. What do we have here on Area 18? That is quite a move from Michigan or Pennsylvania to Florida. And oof, couldn't do it. Oh, I think I knew that with Michigan because we were talking about the last week. We were talking about the cold from the lakefront weather. It is quite chilly. Gotcha. I lived in Florida whenever I was younger. And a lot younger, like 5 or 6 years old. And, granted, that was 35 years ago, so. We actually haven't gotten, so here in Denver area, we haven't gotten any precipitation since June. So I mean, we've gone quite a while without having any kind of wet stuff, which actually really sucks. Yeah, that'll be nice.
City Flight asks that you be courteous to your fellow passengers. Keep conversations and mobileglass to a reasonable level. And share space with other travelers. Remember, we're all taking this journey together. Tram now approaching.
Let's see, what other
Tram now leaving the station.
ones was it? 4? All right, nothing there. All right. Hang a 3.
Obey all security and customs personnel at all times. Their job is your safety.
Can I do it from out here?
You are clear to launch.
You can. You can do it before you even get in the ship. That's good to know. Let me check. There we go. Sorry. Oh, no, 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 no.
Thank you, and please visit again.
How's it going, Ollie? Olio. Ollie. Ollie. Let's just get out of the way right here. So right now I'm trying to go through and map my Logitech throttle quadrant to make it to where I can control just mining. But it's controlling everything else, and I don't want it to. Not necessarily, but kinda. I still like to use KBM for everything, except for whenever you're doing mining, the fine control that you can get with a throttle quadrant is just better. Alright, come on. Options, controls. Yeah, no, it actually is for my flight sim. It's my Logitech throttle quadrant. So just instead of setting up a whole HOTAS, because I don't have the whole thing, so it's literally just my throttle quadrant. Birthday pie. Birthday pie is great. I always get crap because whenever they say, what kind of cake do you want? And I'm like, cheesecake. They're like, that's not cake. I'm like, it's got cake in the name. And cheesecake's the best. So with it, trying to go through and get it to where it's like, fine, you can fine tune it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, so that's controlling. Alright, so options, key bindings, advanced. Clear all device bindings. Hey! Oi. Thank you, thank you. All right, Riri. Enjoy you some pie. See, this is where it's messing up, because the flight movement, I don't want it to do anything with the roller. Because trying to control that with 3 different axes is a terrible idea. Because I'll still use KBM for everything. Because the KBM actually works really well. No, I don't even want it to control thrust, because for what I'm doing, I'm not doing any dogfighting. If I was doing dogfighting, I would absolutely set up my HOTAS. But I'm just doing mining and missions for I'm just doing mining and courier missions, cargo runs. So it's not really important for me to have, you know, the fine control, or extra controls that I would use for the HOTAS, right? So just KVM works well enough. Actually, it works great. So I'm only setting it up for mining, for controlling the power of the mining laser. Because right now, it's the, actually I do want this to be X. So yeah, everything for KBM works great for everything in flight. It actually works really, really well. But just yeah, and so right now because well, and my mouse doesn't have the like little click to where you can make it to where it's a smooth roll, so it's like the notched um, rolling. Did I just get blown up? Wow. Right, and I have a lot more faster control. It seems to always work a bit smoother with the, the 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 control. And there really shouldn't be much in here. Yeah, there's a lot of them because it's like that. You know, your slider or your throttle will each throttle might work if you're in flight mode, or if you're in mining mode, or if you're in scan mode. Like they might have these different ones that they do. So you have to just kind of go through all of them and get rid of all of them. And what I'll do is afterwards I'll go through and I'll set up. I'll save this as its own save control setting. And for keyboard and mouse, So, key bindings, advanced. Hey, thank you for joining the stream. Subscribed. Oh, that's why. Sorry. Appreciate you, bud. It says joining the stream, and it was confusing on there. I thank you. I thank you. It sucks that we got blowed up right then, because I think we were out of Area 18. No, I'm back. Son of a bitch. All of my stuff is back over there. I'm not that upset about it, because I can claim my ship and get it back over here. But I do appreciate the subscribe on there. Took me a second to find out what happened. Usually we have more people in here. Usually there's like 7 or 8, not a whole lot of people, but usually there's like 7 or 8 people in here chatting and talking. It is kind of early in the day. So I think I got it set up because I had to go in and tell it, because my KBM was messed up, right? Keyboard and mouse was set up. Yeah, so I basically had to go through and say, here's my one for just this, and it was working. Then I could see, and then I had to go back and tell it, hey, KBM, you're still supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. Alright, we need to go get some gear. I mean, I guess honestly we don't have much. But let's go and get us at least some sort of armor. We'll go to the gallery and get a backpack and stuff. Alright, alright. Let's get us some clothes so we're not running around like a noob. And then the ship should be back and I can get... Hey, Black Baron, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, bud. We can run... let me order... let me get the undersuit first. Alright, gotta be able to see what we're doing. So, Ollie, do you Playstar citizen? Are you a citizen? What are we going for, some Kill Bill right here? What is this? Dear God. On death, it's not terrible. I have insurance on my ships. Though that is the first time any of my ships on 3.15 on any of my ships that they've been blown up. So there is that. Alright, we got to color coordinate. We got to have it looking fancy. That's very red. Ew. Some medium armor. Let's look at torsos. We need to get at least a medium, so that way we can have a medium backpack. No, on this one, you can do claims, which granted, they're still in, it's still alpha, right? It's not, it's not in beta or, you know, released or anything like that. So they're still working on things, and things will change. But right now, on all my ships except for 2, I have lifetime insurance on them. So with that, it covers the core of the ship, so you're not out that cost. But I don't think that it covers modules and like, so I replaced my mining laser, right? So, fuck, does that mean I'm gonna have to go get another mining laser? I'll have to check that to see if I have to go get another mining laser. All because somebody decided to destroy me. Did I have medium here? Alright, we'll go with grays. Mac Flex. We just need a light backpack. See, that's a heavy backpack. So the core compatibility, we have to have a core, a heavy core, to be able to use the heavy backpacks. $40K, $50K, $50K. All right, we'll buy this one. Yeah, and eventually they will have different insurances that you can go through and buy, and there'll be like a monthly cost in AUEC for the different ones. All right, which one did I get? I got the Mac Flex gray or something like that. Legs. We'll just go with full matching set so it works well.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
You shut up over there, woman. Well, that's a cool looking helmet. It's heavy, but... Screw it, we'll go with this one. It's got a cool look to it. How are you gonna not have the MacFlex Gray to match your other ones? You son of a bitch. Welcome back, Ray Ray. It won't even allow you to attach it. The backpacks, because of how it mounts to the core chest piece, it actually, because you're not putting it over your arm like a sling, it actually has like attachment points, and so it won't even let you put it on. It just says improper core, so you have to have the correct one. For weapons, no. No restrictions on that. Let's go with this one, and I'll see what else I have to get.
I think you're going to be happy with that.
Quiet, you. Alright, so let's take this piece off. Throw on this armor. These legs. This core. Okay, I do need arms. This backpack. This helmet. Alright, and I need to get arms, and that is... Oh, and then medical. Arms. Now you can mix different pieces, so you can have arms that are medium and heavy and legs. But right now, if you have the arms that are heavy... Actually works out really well. If you pull up your Moby Glass and you have the heavy arms, they get in the way. Like you can see this one is kind of getting in the way here. So if I go like to the skyline... Oh, actually, they're not getting in the way. But if you have the heavy arms on... it'll block the Moby Glass interface. But so this is what we're rocking in, and if we hit T, it'll turn on our torch, which is just like a little headlamp. That looks pretty cool. I like that mask. Alright, let's look at our ship and see if our vehicle loadout, select ship, Miss Prospector, utility. Alright, we got our Lancet still. We just need to get... So, the modules disappeared from when it blew up. But we still have our upgraded mining laser. So that's good. I can get the modules. That's not a problem. We just need to head down to the refinery to do that. So, yes, glass cannon is an option. You can go in with really light armor. And a lot of the, depending on what you do. So, if you're in a ship and you're fighting, you're doing dogfights and stuff like that, ship-based combat, it doesn't matter what you have on, because if the ship blows up, the ship blows up. However, if you're in a large ship and people come onto the bridge or they come onto the ship and you're fighting them like that and you're doing weapons combat, FPS, like first-person shooter style, then yes, it does make a difference, because the light, medium, and heavy armor does take more damage off of you, so it makes it to where you can last longer while being shot to survive. So you can survive longer with heavier armor. You do have less endurance, so like sprinting, if you go with light armor versus heavy armor, in the light armor you can sprint about double the distance than you could if you had heavy armor. So, I mean, there is differences that those things are in there. So yeah, it's kind of that all around thing. Like, there's, depending on what you're going in for, and I mean, you can even go in here and you can get clothing. You can have regular clothing that's not gear, and then things like your different mining weapons and options. We will buy these because we actually do need to have these in case we need them. And you have this big guy. This is for extreme temperature. You see that? And that's something that actually does matter. If you go to a really cold planet and you're outside, you need to make sure that it goes down to negative 225. This one is for hot planets, so it goes up to 225 degrees C. Because you will die if you... This one always reminds me of like the Iron Man helmet, like the original, the Mark 1. Alright, we need 2 of the VO modules and 1 Torrent 3. And we need to equip these to our ship. Save those changes. So I played Elite for years. I actually still have, you know, obviously I don't have it. I used to do the Elite Dangerous Trade Report on YouTube. And I would honestly say they're apples and oranges. I would say Elite feels like an arcade versus this feeling like a simulator. Elite feels more arcadey versus this as a simulator, and it sounds like a tall call or like a big claim, but it's night and day. The nice thing is that this system is like a lot of people go through and say, well, it's just so expensive. Like, why would you even get into it? And you hear that a lot. Even in this chat, people will come in and just be like, this game's a scam, and da-da-da-da, and I'm just like, alright, no. The first-person aspect definitely is a bit of it, but it's also... Hold on, what's going on? Is my audio still coming through nicely, even though my game is skipping?
Management as soon as possible. Cantonment to management.
Once we get out of this area, it should be better. Yeah, there we go. The first person definitely does have an aspect. Does have a change to it. Okay. And it's not... The game is looking fine. It's just on my streaming software because this game does really tax your system. Both CPU and GPU. But, I mean, it looks gorgeous. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, yeah. So, it's a lot of stuff. Like, so in Elite, I always like to do... Ray, don't you have pie coming? Elite, I always did mining missions and cargo missions. Actually, one of my songs on Spotify, one of my parodies that I did was Big Shipments. So if you type in Big Shipments on Spotify, it'll come up with that one. So, I mean, I used to play Elite a lot. But even with that, like, the shipping... I'd say is somewhat close at this point in time, but that's even going to be changing up quite a bit. So 3.18, which should be coming out probably in fall of next year. Wait, what am I going to? Pad 4. Oh, gotcha. 3.18, they're going to be changing up the inventory system and like the cargo system, and they should be introducing the Hull C, which is a giant All right, relaunch Star Citizen. I am still streaming. Yes, yes, you guys can still hear me. All right. Don't know what I was saying. Test, test. Everybody good in the chat? So what makes this game more inviting versus Elite? For me, it's the level of complexity and scale. While Elite has huge solar system and tons of stuff, tons of different, or a huge universe, and then tons of a huge galaxy, and then tons of solar systems inside that galaxy. There's still a limit on what you can actually do inside those systems. Does that make sense? That one, I think, was my graphics card kind of shitting itself, which is no fun. My ship's still on a pad. Doesn't look like it. So it's the level of depth and complexity on this game, and the future level of depth and complexity, the things that they're trying to do, that kind of made me want to back it and work with it more. So yeah, yeah, I figured that. Their whole thing is to go through and have it so that yeah, you're not wrong. I would definitely put it as that kind of combo. Like, there is the depth, there is the overall depth of gameplay of Eve, the dogfighting, ship compatibility, ship stuff of Elite, but then more, and then, like, I'll give you an example. So I'll pull out my Drake Caterpillar, and I love my Caterpillar. It's a fun ship. Love flying it. Yeah, Hangar 4. So we'll just go and do something random right now instead of mining. If you're good with that, you know, just to kind of go through and show the things that you get that you don't get in a lot of the other space games, but also it has that real application to it. Make sure my helmet's on. So this is my Drake Caterpillar. This is not the biggest ship in the game. This is a big ship. This is, I think, one of my biggest ships. This is my biggest ship. It's 119 meters in length, 39 meters wide, and 18 meters tall. It's a nice big ship. My elevator is down for my dock. Before I give you a tour of it, I'm going to go through and get us out of this launch pad. Let's go ahead and open up the bay doors.
You are clear to launch.
Let's go to Daymar. Oh, we could go to Yella.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Benson Mining Outpost. Set route. There is a small gap. We will make it. It's a cool ship. Love my Drake Caterpillar. And I'm doing this, I'm going to show you just kind of like one of the sides of it, right? So all of your flight times and everything like that are actually figured out by Quantum Jive. On this one, you can have quantum jumps that can be up to 12, 13 minutes, 14 minutes. Or you can get those reduced by having a larger quantum drive. But larger quantum drive takes more fuel because it's more powerful. It goes through and uses more quantum fuel, Quantanium, for each of the miles that are used, and so you have to have some ships you just can't get a bigger drive because you can't, like, there's not enough fuel in your ship to be able to go through and use it. You can still buy it, just won't be able to use it. Sometimes it does that on the calibration. Alright, so here is Yellow. This is where we're going. And the reason why I'm showing this is just one of those cool things that I think is freaking badass. This is a slow ship. I could have gotten a faster ship to do it. But, so you can see that Yellow actually does have an asteroid field around it. And you can go out there to the asteroid field. We actually used to do a lot of mining here at the asteroid field. But I actually have a route set that goes all the way to right here, the Benson Mining Outpost. And I can fast travel to that. It's saying that right now that is 667.3 kilometers away. But I can also just fly to that. With no transitions. No, like, stop screens and load screens and everything like that. I can just fly. Directly to Benson Mining Outpost. Top speed on this ship is 837. What? I don't remember what it is actually. Nice. 892. So in other games, like Elite, like you'll go through and you'll transition down into the sky, and it'll go through and have that bit of time where it goes through and like flashes, or it used to. It's been a while since I played Elite, but it would go through and you would have that transitionary period where you were going from like space to planet, planet to space. And I know they were working on that for a while, but again, it's been a while since I've played it. But this one is just like, cool, there's a planet. You can literally fly in between here and Crusader if you wanted to. Some people have done it. They've just gone through and flown. I do remember that. They did have that transition, and you could like call your ship out and everything like that for doing planetary mining, which was really cool. I actually did enjoy that side of it. So if we go through, we can... Alright, we got 588 miles to go. And I got cruise control set. Let me actually bring this down a little bit so we're not going crazy fast. But while we're flying down, I'll give you a tour of the ship. So this is the captain's module that we're in right now. It's a separate part of the ship that eventually we'll go through and be able to separate. Here is your showering and your like sink and stuff like that. Your toilet. Is the toilet not in this one? I don't know if the toilet's in that one. Cooking stuff right here. You'll have storage and everything on here, but also, you know, you have your tractor beam deck. Eventually, whenever you do have the ship cargo loading and stuff like that, you'll be able to go through and have your tractor beams loading stuff out. Bed that you can lie down on. I could lie down and log out from right here and then be able to load back up, log back into my ship. Right now, we'll get up. Now, the question is are we still moving in? We are still moving in. We're just going in at like, we'll put it up to 200. There we go. This way actually goes to EVA access. That's your stairway access to downstairs. This actually goes to your other side tractor beam. So this is your like loading deck right here. So you'll be able to go through and use this tractor beam system whenever that does come through, and that's incorporated. I want to say that's going to be a part of 3.18. EVA access. So this is actually to a docking collar that's not incorporated yet into the game, like the whole docking collar system. But then you can go out and you can actually look at all of your inventory if I had inventory loaded up on here. Hell's Gate, thank you for the Hell's Gatekeeper. I apologize. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And you can walk all the way up to the front of the ship. But this also will get you access to the front turret, right? So I can actually go through and deploy that front gate. Or close it. And I can go through and stand up there. I could launch out of there. I could hold small ships and stuff like that right here. Get into the upper turret right here.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
These are power weapons, and so they actually do recharge. They just use the energy off the ship. Ah, love this. You can change your gyro modes and stuff like that in your firing stuff. We can also go down the ladder to here to these different areas. We can also open up the port side door. I need to run. Or we're gonna crash. Damn it! We got too close. Oh man. Oh, that was hilarious. But as you can see, we can make it all the way down to the planet without a transition. Got all distracted. Some bitch. I guess we'll go back in this gear. Alright, let's claim our caterpillar, and then we'll grab our prospector. Because we do need actually to test out the whole thing that I mapped, the reason why I mapped it. Well, and I had it set up for the autopilot, like the cruise control, so I'm like, yeah, that's good. Now this one I'm not going to expedite it because we're not going to be taking this out. I actually do need to go through and test the Miss Prospector. So, Hell's Gatekeeper, I'm just going to call you Hells. Hells, I went through and took my Logitech throttle quadrant for my flight sim games and mapped it to where it only covers only works with the mining laser power. You are correct, Ali. It's like, nah, we'll get you there to that planet. I don't see a problem with it. Go. No, I have a helmet on. What the hell? I did not put my helmet on. Always put your helmets on, kids. So we did paint our Prospector. So this is that Stormbringer paint. So it matches our Caterpillar that crashed and burned. Yeah, mine doesn't have the ability to go through and... Did it change the color on the inside here too? No, this has always been a bluish hue. Mine doesn't have the ability to make it to where it's smooth mouse wheel. It's just always like the staccato. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems.
But so I just took that and was like, all right, cool. Let me try this and see if I can get it to work. You know what, Ray Ray? You are right. And when you're right, you're right. And it's your birthday and anniversary today, so you're like triply right.
And please visit again.
Alright, so we're going to be going and actually stopping short so that we're in the Aaron belt. So we're going to be stopping at 11.75 million kilometers. And that's going to stop us right in the Aaron belt so we can just go through and do It's the big asteroid belt that goes around the whole map. You can kind of see the little dots on there. It is. There are places that do have probably a better probability, but also in the same sense, if you've never been to the Iron Belt, it's going to be a treat for you. You get to see it. I know that according to a lot of the maps and stuff like that, they go through and use like Lagrange points on the spreadsheets to go through and say, hey, yeah, go to this Lagrange point, and it's a good probability for Quantanium or Boreas or whatever it is that you're looking for. The Iron Belt, though, they never map that just because there's no specific points that you can go through and say, yep, this point in the Iron Belt, because it's just the Iron Belt. The one thing that's nice about the Iron Belt is that you're not really going to have to worry about people dropping in on you to go through and hunt you down. Which I'm not sure if this server is, a crazy amount of people in there, but even just stopping, somebody could try to stop at my same point in the Iron Belt, and they might be 100,000 or 200,000 kilometers away because they didn't have the exact point that I did. They might be 30,000 kilometers away. So it's a nice point on that side of it. It's just like an elite going through and stopping at some like random point in the asteroid field. You're less likely to go through and get ganked out there. And being that I'm running in a prospector, I don't really have a whole lot of gear. You know what I mean? This is what I got. I got little pew pews. Pew 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 pew. But I do need to grab a drink real quick, so if you guys will bear with me for just a second, and then we will get started testing this mining laser. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so let's adjust us to 90 degrees. Find the sun. I always like to travel with the sun on my right side. We'll just set up cruise control. And fly out here a bit. Hell's Gate, have you played a lot in 3.15? This might be our first one that doesn't scan. Yeah, we're not going to get a scan on this one. That's one of the known bugs that's been documented quite a bit. It's not the worst bit, just because, I mean, you can keep moving on and be good to go. No, not necessarily a distance issue. It's something with like the server going through and not getting all the information to it or something like that. They're trying to go through and get it fixed. It's kind of just shitty that it happens. Because usually if that block is coming up, I should be able to go through and scan it. When we'll see the next one, I can show you kind of like what I mean with... so you have like this, which is like your signal focuser to go through and scan the different objects that are out there. Let's widen our field of view for scanning. It could be, but it's just one of those things where it's just like it can happen to where you just don't get. Oh, this is a fucking string of pearls. So let's hopefully these ones will scan. So yeah, these ones aren't scanning either. Let's go close just to see if I can see what they are. Honestly, these wouldn't be worth it. They're not Quantanium. Well, at least we get to test this. Oh, it works. Gorgeous. Full blast all the way down. Ah, so nice. Okay. So yeah, those aren't scanning.
Fracturing mode on. Extraction mode on. Mining mode off.
All right, we got our laser set working up, so I'm happy with that. Like, even regardless, that's literally all we came out to do, is just really test that. But we'll see if we can continue to find anything out here. Wouldn't mind trying to grab some Quantanium. That's actually a nice little set. We got twins up top. And a single down there. Alright. Fuck, none of these are scanning. Sometimes it can be some stuff with like server latency as well. Quantanium is used for the quantum drives, so oop, wrong one. So this one we can scan. Alright, so at least we got a item to scan. That's good. Aluminum and diamond. Eh. I'm going to try looking at these ones again to see if I can get these to... Still can't scan. I have heard some people say that whenever they have it unable to scan, what they'll do is they'll go through and just jump 20 kilometers to anywhere, basically. or not 20,000 kilometers. So I'll just continue to jump this way. We see 11.7. So let's just get it closer to 11.7.
Quantum travel complete.
And it's one of those things. It's just like it forces all of them to respawn in this certain area where you're at now. All of the asteroids that are mineable will go through and kind of set up, bring a new area to light. Always worth a try. So if you don't have it, you're shut out of luck. Yeah. So if you look right, where am I? Right here on the screen, there is hydrogen and quantanium. So quantanium is the fuel that I'm using to jump from your big jumps. Hydrogen goes through and controls you while you're in atmosphere or in space moving around. Right now, whenever we're doing this, we're using hydrogen. And then any of your quantum jumps use quantanium to... Alright, we got a scan on this one. And if you run out, then yeah, you're shit out of luck. 33% Quantanium. We will take that one right there all day long, boys. What's up? And Ray Ray. So this one, this asteroid, even if we weren't able to scan it, would be able to tell this is Quantanium because of these red flecks inside here. Now I'm going to pull up M for my mining mode. And if you look at our top left, I really hate the brightness of this color over here.
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on.
But it's a really bright overlay. But this it goes through and tells you your optimal range. Your optimal range for the mining laser that I have on here, the Lancet, is 30 meters. I said we're good to go, boys. And Ray Ray. And now we get to use our scanning mode to go through and try to do this. We still will articulate around to go through and try to find the sweet spot of the rock. Something a lot of people don't realize is there are still sweet spots to where you can get more power in a certain spot on the rock. Looking for your next gift for yourself? Huh, Ray Ray? It explodes the rock. It puts too much energy into the rock, and instead of it just cracking and splitting apart, it will explode the rock. Whenever you're dealing with Quantanium, it will also absolutely destroy your ship. But I am using a weaker laser. Not saying that I can't overcharge the rock. I definitely can. Yeah, no, I will be absolutely destroyed. It'll destroy my ship and everything. Just a complete explosion. Come on, sweet spot. Where are you at? Now see, whenever I go out and mine with Waha or Panda, we are doubled up on a rock. So one of us will sit at 100% and the other person will be able to go through and fine-tune theirs to be able to get it to where they can crack over it. The nice part is we can still move around in this ship because we're in control. Oh. That sucks. Come on, you got this. It can take a little bit longer for the prospector with a single mining laser head, but it can be done. It's just fine-tuning it once you get into that optimal range. I am a... So now we're going to try to keep it right here in this optimal range without it dropping too low. And without it getting too high. So that one had a little bit of overcharge power, so they split apart further than I would like them to. $95% Quantanium on that bad boy. What are you? Only 5% on that one. How big is this one? Is that a decent size? So 95% and it's 965 mass. So that's our moneymaker right there. This one's 100% Quantanium. I think those two are going to be our biggest masses of Quantanium because it was only 33% for the rock. Yep. So we know which two we got to concentrate on. That was a good break. Alright, so we're going to float around here. I'm going to break this one apart first. We're gonna get in closer. And I don't know why you can't actually see my mining modules, because I do have the mining modules on here. I will have to go back and check that. It might have been when we crashed earlier, that when the system crashed, it didn't allow us to keep them. So now we're on our second break. It's a lot smoother. A lot less power required to be in to go through and build up the energy levels. You see the resistance is lower. Gorgeous. Yeah, I've seen a lot of posts in Reddit and stuff like that, and on the issue council about modules disappearing just randomly.
Warning. Power critical.
Bro, that works so freaking good. So good. Alright, and that's all we're going to be able to grab from this rock, just because those other ones are a much lower volume. So that one's good. I'm actually going to go through and set up my route. To Cruel One. All right, let's go ahead and start extracting. I'll grab these three first because they're 100% Quantanium, and then I'll grab all the ones on the left, and then I'll grab that one right there last. But at least it's nice to know that even without the mining modules, the Lancet can still break a good sized rock with a good amount of Quantanium. And full.
Mining mode off. Engaged.
That ain't bad. A few things that I would definitely like them to go through and introduce on the mining side of it for the ships that you're flying specifically is even if you're not in mining mode, they should still have a timer up on there saying like you have volatile cargo. Also, one thing to keep in mind too is that you have volatile cargo on board, so a lot of new pilots don't realize that if you land really hard, that will go through and have a chance to destroy your ship or knock down the instability rating from the whatever percentage it's at and knock it down 20 or 30% to make it to where you have a lot less time to be able to get it back and get it offloaded off your ship and starting the refining process.
Quantum travel complete.
That was me and Huaha the other day that happened to. That one, it got destroyed. So even if you land and you get it in the system, it basically just gives you an extra couple minutes. But we just basically ran out of time. So that was some horse shit on that one. No. Yeah, you're fine. But it's just one of those things that can happen, right? It's you have a time limit. We're gonna land, and by the time we actually get back to land, it will actually probably start hitting our 7-minute mark for a volatile cargo. I did, but also in that same sense, it's not guaranteed kind of thing. You're always running into that volatility system whenever it comes to, we're going to be coming in right down here. This is the pad that always seems to bring us in on the Prospector. It shouldn't have messed up, but it did, so I mean, it sucks, but what can you do? I think, honestly, it was just we ran out of time. Because it was going on, we were already at our level of, like, the advanced warning system, like the second stage.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Yep, see, right there. But we've made corrections to the mole to be able to get done quicker. So with the mole, we upgraded the quantum drive to a much faster one. So that allows us to really not have to worry about the time so much. That, and we are strategically going to specific points to where it has a low probability of us not making it back in time.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So there's our 7-minute warning. And you can see the little light flashing right up there. But let's get off of here. So when that alarm goes off, you have 7 minutes left until your ship gets blown up. At the 2-minute warning, you have the advanced louder beep, orange light, and faster secondary alarm warnings. Beep, beep, beep. And then whenever you get to 1 minute left, it's like, hey, you have 1 minute to jettison this cargo, because that's the only way your ship's going to survive. Now, by getting back to the lobby and storing the ship, it does give us a little bit of an extension of time, but not much. Even if you were landing and you were on the 2-minute warning, that's going to be really close. Like, bottom line. It's going to be one of those things where you might or might not make it. But you do have to have your ship stored for them to be able to go through and pull the Quantanium or, you know, whatever you mined off of it. So, luckily it's really close. Store misc prospector. Claim retrieve. So it says retrieve, so that means it's stored. Now we sprint our buns over to here. We are going to stop by the med clinic and buy supplies, med pen, buy, confirm. We are going to equip. We needed to heal. the refinery. Yeah, no, whenever that one you watched, we were already like at the 2 minute because Huaha was like, "Oh God, it's making noises" or something. I don't know. He was going crazy. Later on, here in the next year or two, they actually will have ships that will have a refinery on board, so you can actually go through and do refinement of mining stuff on board. That one seems like it's going to be more for refining the Quantanium that you'll need just to fuel a ship, because it seems like the ship will be made for just that long exploration. And hopefully we'll start seeing more systems getting put in place. Pyro will be the next solar system that'll come out.
Hey, back again, I see. Welcome.
And then
See anything you like?
there will be more that come out for it. Alright, so now that is off the ship and it started refining, so we're good to go. Nothing else on our ship to do. Honestly, if we wanted, we could go look around in here. Hey.
Need a hazmat team to head down to the subdeck. We got a chem
You probably could, but I'm assuming it would get something would mess up in there, and I would rather not risk losing that one shipment of Quantanium just because I was trying to be greedy.
A moving glass has been found. Report to the manager's office if you think it's yours.
So warm in here.
I need something for maintenance to get the ventilation control. Meet me when you get there.
Hangers and halves. When we get up here, I actually need to check to see what our... I need to check on the modules that we have on our gear. Like on our ships. And see how those are doing. Just have a seat right here and check out how our ships are loaded. Select ship, Misk Prospector. Yeah, so they just got lost. But I can see that there are subspots, so there's 3 filters and 6 VO C2s. So that tells me that those are on my Argo Mole. So if we go to the Mole, we can see them on there. And then our Argo Raft, how we have it set up. Our Caterpillar is back. And then our Cutlass Black, just over here chilling. So yeah, so that's why the Prospector, that's why we weren't able to mine that one as quickly, but we were still able to mine it, no problem. So I think we did pretty good. I do like having the camera set up to just be able to see, like, walk around and see. How slow can you walk? This is the slowest you can walk. Scrolling your mouse wheel is what changes the speed for your walking. So what else do you want to know, Ollie? What kind of questions you got? The nice thing, too, is that, so in Elite, you know, you're kind of like in command of all your ships, right? Here in SC, you could start off, so they have different packages. They have packages that range anywhere from 40 bucks, I think is the cheapest, all the way up to like 1,200 bucks or something like that, depending on what kind of ship you want to go through and get. But even if you got started off with the $40 ship, you can come in and join in with like what me and Waha do and Panda. Let's see, account, sign in. Count my hangar. So if you go through and you actually do sign up on there, you can put in this code right here. That's a referral code, and basically it goes through and if you do sign up and buy any of the pledges, you go through and you get 5,000 AUEC or UEC to spend in Voyager Direct, and I do as well. Or you get the 5,000 UEC. I don't think I get anything from it. I might get 5,000 from it. But what it does is it makes it to where it's just like inside Star Citizen. So Waha, his starter ship is is I just think the little Drake, or no, the Aurora. I think he has the Aurora, which is a small little, one-person ship for flying around, a little explorer ship. It's not bad by any means. But yesterday I paid him $500,000 for going through and helping with doing the mining runs, because that's how we split it. There was 3 of us, me and him and Panda, and so I split it 3 ways. If it was 4 ways, it'd be split differently. But it made it to where, you can go through and join crews. You can join organizations. Our organization is the DSMT, the Deep Space Mining and Trading LLC. That's my organization that I started with Panda. Waha is on there as a rig manager. And, that's just, you can do that. You can go through and have a little shitty starter ship, and it's fine. You can go through and earn money through doing bounties, through doing, whatever little missions. Because even with, like, little starter ships, if you buy a little explorer ship, they usually start you off with, like, a Mustang or something like that. Or the Drake, Buccaneer, depending on what ship you start off with. And it makes it to where you can go through and have, different ships that you can use to go through and start some of these missions for. If we hit F1 and pull up our contracts manager, you have different ones. Service beacons, hey, here's a medical rescue one, and it tells you what you can. You got the Andromeda pack? I can't say much, bro. I'm in the I'm a high admiral. So there's that. Panda's also a high admiral. But you have these different ones that you can go through and do. You can do mercenary missions. This one pays 22,500 UEC. This one pays it's unspecified. This one it's the bounty hunter. It's a progression going up. And then service beacons to go through for savings. You got personal ones you can go through and do. Clearing the competition, 35,000 UEC. And then you can go through and set up beacons and create beacons to do different things to set up your own contracts if you want. But you can go through and start earning cash, or you can go through and roll with somebody and just say, hey, whether you're part of the organization, because right now there's nothing in game that specifically goes through and says, hey, you're a part of this organization or whatever. It's more of just understood on that side of it. Nice. Yeah, my fleet is my Drake Caterpillar, my Argo Mole, my Misk Prospector, and I got that one specifically because I wanted the ability to go through and do things solo whenever I didn't have anybody else here. So the Mole, the Raft, the Cutlass Black, the Caterpillar, and my Misk Prospector are my fleet. Panda has a few ships. He has 4 or 5 ships as well. He has the Mercury Star Runner, the Tano. What else did he has? He got his. So Panda actually got his High Admiral from, because he does the monthly subscription, just going through and giving I think $10 a month or whatever. And he's done that for years. And so he has a few ships that he's bought over the years, but mainly it's that bit of the monthly subscription. I think he's been a monthly subscriber since 2015 or 2016. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things that you can definitely spend some money. And everybody always asks why, and I'm like, well, I've been backing this game since September of 2013. And yes, if I've spent $1,000 on it, it sounds extreme, but also you got to go through and say it's $1,000 spread over the course of 8 years. It's actually not terrible. But I love my Mole. I love my Caterpillar. I love my little Prospector. Prospector is a fun little ship for just solo mining. Everybody goes through and says, yeah, but it only carries 32 SCU of blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right. That 32 that I just brought back in, that 32 right there is going to be worth about 160,000 credits. in 14 hours when I refine it. And yes, I have to go through and bring it somewhere else. But guess what? I got an Argo raft, or I got a Drake Caterpillar, or there's you have a fucking a Cutlass Black. You know, most people have a Cutlass Black. Cutlass Black is a pretty well sold ship. So yeah, it's like shit happens where you can go through and make some good money. I can say that if you do end up signing up and getting an account and everything like that, if you do want to be a part of the DSMT, the Deep Space Mining and Trading LLC organization, I really can't wait until they get the organizational stuff in there. For simple coordination, we definitely have to go through and say have the ability to go through and have communication on the ship. So. Ah, for the Harbinger. Okay. Can you buy that ship in game? Let's get in. We'll get in our Cutlass, and let's go to. What's the pad 4? Purchasable but not rentable. I don't like the layout of the cockpit for the Cutlass Black. Or I guess the Cutlass series. I like the overall ship design, but the cockpit, the visibility just is not good. That's a big thing for me, is visibility, visibility, visibility. So this is my Cuddy. Oh, really? Yeah, like overall shape and everything in here. And the reason why I got the Cuddy was because being able to go through and store a rock on the back, which I actually do need to go buy a rock, but like it, little dual sleeper and everything like that. It's a good ship. It's just this right here. Where are we going? I want to go to... What's the little mining village? Is it in Aberdeen? No. You know what I'm talking about, Hillsgate? For right now, let's just get off the pad so it doesn't try to go through.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Alright, Del Mar is where we need to go. But it's gone now. Ah, damn. Hell's Gate, I appreciate you, bud, being that subscriber right there. Appreciate you. Number 13. Making our way up. So I did find out what I was thinking of Hell's Gate. It is Levski, which Levski was on Del Mar, which was in place at Crusader, so it's actually no longer here because it's not Daymar, it was Del Mar, but Levski's moved. Levski was that's going to be in the Pyro system now, I believe it's going to be in the Pyro system now. That was that one that was like, it was all ran by like the miners that were there on the planet. Did you ever go there? Actually, it was removed until the implementation of the Nyx system. I'm going to post a link. It was really cool. We used to go there, but so Pyro is damn. So next year there should be a lot of implementations of new stuff coming through, and then because they did open up that new studio up in, what was it, in Canada, I believe, in Montreal, that was just going to be doing solar systems, new solar systems and stuff like that. Damn, that sucks that Levski's not here. I used to love going to Levski because it was a really cool place. Damn, where can we go now? Harbinger. Is that what the Harbinger? Oh, that's the bomber. New deal in Loreville, an Astro Armada in Area 18. It says unavailable though. Oh no, so let's go to Loreville. Let's go to Loreville. Because we might be able to go through and actually see it. Hopefully it's daytime. Holy shit, size 5 torpedoes? 3 of them? I know Panda really likes his little Tano. He does because of how it's a little missile boat. I can't remember which one he has. The Cuddy's not a bad ship. I just it's all right there. It's all in the cockpit that it's just rough for me. I mean, it's a medium fighter multitask ship. That's all right. I was, Panda was actually talking to me about getting, what was he talking to me about getting? The Warlock? Does that sound right? Where is Panda? Oh, Panda. Yeah, it's like the little EMP ship. So he was talking about running it as going through and like me dropping in, EMPing, like disabling a ship, and then him coming in on the Tano and going through and like doing pirating, some type pirating stuff. Or picking up, you know, bounties and stuff like that. More for the bounty hunting. We're not super big into the pirating side, but for bounty hunting, if you can go through, drop in on a ship, take it out with the EMP so it can't go through and drive, and then go through and go aboard and, you know, take your bounty, and it could work pretty well. Knocked a hammer out of the sky with it. With a little Warlock or whatever. That's awesome. So yeah, let's look around New Deal. I looked at the Hammerhead the other day, which is always fun. I was looking around the ships and everything on there. I'm pretty sure that I can't buy one, and I'm pretty sure I don't have the money to go through and buy one right now. I only have a little over $1 million. 1.127 million. I got to give 500K to Panda for his help with all of the mining missions. If you're less than 120 meters from target and start the charge, it just bonks the ships over the head with a bat. Oh man, you made it fall on the surface and die? That sucks. You're like, I was just trying to disable your ship, bro. Or was it just on accident? You're like, I don't know, I just pushed the button and it went off. It wasn't me. Somebody else pushed the button. Glitchy ship, bro. Glitchy ship. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I was actually looking at trading in the Cuddy for the Warlock. Still doing decent on Quantanium. Just keep in mind that those nose cannons can get caught on things if you're orbiting them. And because of the EMP gen, you lose all cargo space. And the only way in and out of the Warlock is the cockpit ladder. Yeah, I figured it was one of those like that. It's literally for one of those things. Like, that's not going to be our primary function. Our primary function is... honestly, our primary function is generally mining and cargo. Like, that's the things that we really like to do. It's more of just like, okay, cool, we got stuff set in the refinery. We're kind of good on doing cargo and everything for now. Let's go through and do some other missions like bounty hunting and stuff like that. So it's more of keeping it as a secondary kind of ship. The Cuddy, honestly, the only reason why I had this Cuddy was just a different ship to kind of get around that might be able to have some storage, but honestly, it was just to go through and fit the rock in the back to go through and do some land, vehicle mining, kind of that kind of stuff. When did I get hurt? Why am I 60% health? It had to be from when I went out without my helmet on earlier, but I thought I repaired that. Oh, I just did the med pin. So I guess that's the drugs and not actually repairing or healing it. No worries, I'll go to the med clinic before I do anything.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
One sec, I'll read that here in just a second. Am I getting snagged on?
Landing complete. Pleasant stay.
I understand. Well, makes for a good little escort too. With the right jump drive in, it can make it all the way across Microtech to Arc. And one jump just going to take you like 10 minutes. Yeah. I'm no stranger to long jump times. I'm no stranger to the rain. Tesla Spaceport. TISA Spaceport? I guess it is TISA. Alright, let's put away our ship. Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. Store our Drake Cutlass Black. Let's look here at New Deal.
Hey, welcome to the New Deal.
Thanks. Really deep voice guy. Alright, so ship-wise, let's see. Tisa holds grudges. Man, I swear I talked shit about the station once, like 2 months ago. Now every time I try and land there, my connie gets slurped by gravity and slammed into the wall. Yeesh. Connie Phoenix, the Hammerhead. Is that the only 3 ships they actually have out here for display? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're awesome looking ships. The Hammerhead is a beast, it's just gigantic. Yeah, it's not a bad looking ship. Me, I like more of the industrial type ships. I think they're fun. Alright, so this is the Origin 85X. This is the Aurora. Don't think the Vanguard's on display. No, which is kind of saddening. I should be able to go through and see it on the
Welcome to New Deal Shipyard.
screen, though.
Finest purveyor of pre-owned vessels in all of Lord.
Fuck, the Reclaimer is 15 million. I want a Reclaimer. I just don't like the interior design for the Reclaimer. Like the ambiance that it gives off. Always just seems broke down and shit. But I do want one. Yeah, exactly. It just feels like it's like, oh, so we're in Alien now. At one point in time, I had a freelancer, the Dur, I think. The Reliant Core and Panda has the Tano, so yeah. Ooh, the Ursa's only 70K? What's the size of these? What do you need to be able to transport them? Can you transport them in a cuddy? It doesn't seem like you would be able to. They seem kind of big for these ground vehicles. Is it something like the Starfarer or something like that that you actually need? Gotcha. The Tana, that's the one that he has, not Kano. I don't know why I was saying that. 172 for a rock. We should actually buy one of these. I want one of these just because I have a couple other Argo things. Just to see the thing, just to kind of move it around. Right now it doesn't have a whole lot of functionality, but this right here honestly seems useless. Oh, this is the tank. That's a badass ship. The Starlifter. Ah. Alright, let's split them up by manufacturers, because that will be easier. There's the giant hammerhead, which is on display over there. It's huge. It's gigantic. It's huge. There's the Warlock. Yeah, 1.15 million. It's not terrible. So wait, you only get in with ladder on the side, even though it's got like a back little area right here? Oh, okay. That is messed up. Let's see. Anvil. Argo. It's just cute and precious. Look at that little thing. I should have picked one up during the IAE. Just for the lifetime insurance on it. The transporter version, the MPUV, that one can hold what, 8 passengers or something like that. That's cool though. They're fun. I don't know. They're just like one of those interesting little ships where you're just like, all right, yeah. Why not? This is just the weird little ship. I can't wait till they get more of the hacking and roll gameplay and stuff like that. Why is that? Really? There's my cat. Holy shit. I mean, it is made for like one function, right? It's just like, cool, get in there, hack whatever, and get the hell out of there. That's a cool ship. The Starfarer. That just looks cool. Looks really cool. That's crazy that it goes that fast.
We have a whole bunch of new inventory you're gonna want to check out. Isn't there supposed to be a chairman's club in here? But you can't access it yet? Damn it. Have you heard anything about when they're going to be... I thought the chairman's clubs you could go through and... But I don't think any of them are active right now. Let's make sure I don't have any kind of fines or penalties. None. Yay.
Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time. Now arriving from Metro Center. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding.
Da 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 da.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
I need to go to get some medical stuff done.
Next stop, Metro Center.
I don't know. I do love the world. I do love this area. I love the game. That's why I get so frustrated when people are just like, it's a scam, it's a scam. I'm like, how?
Now arriving, Metro Center. Please watch your step when disembarking the train. Away from the platform edge when train is approaching. Person security results from Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines.
All right, Maria, Pier of Heart, this way. Follow the yellow line.
Welcome to Metro Center. Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry lines.
Please let it be open. I need medical supplies. Damn it, it's not open yet. Thank you, Ray Ray. I appreciate them lurks. You're always such a sweetheart. Da 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 da. Alright, we still are running around naked. We should probably get some clothes on. Well, naked. I like that. That brown color. Ooh, not that tan color though. The desert could work. I wish you'd be able to go through and like organize them by temperature. Looks like all these are negative 30 to 60. Let's see what kind of armors they got. It's true. Oh, that's a heavy armor. Medium. Might actually pick this one up. Yeah. Let's go with all desert. Ooh, I can Marilyn Monroe in this one. The nice part about this one, with it being medium, it means we can go through and get medium backpack on. Do wish I had it in a different color. I think we'll actually wait on our backpack. Damn, they don't have any of those. Oh no, I didn't get my undersuit. That looks a little better. All right. We are healthier. Pretty much. Production quad, Leavesden Square. I always get turned around here on Hurston. Was there nothing to drink anywhere? Is there anything out on the perimeter line that's worth a damn?
Transfers to the perimeter, spaceport, and industry line.
Random encounters? Gotcha.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense. Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
Ooh. I know if you go to the business district, that's where you can go through and get like gear and stuff like that for your ships, weaponry and stuff like that, and also the TDDs out there. But I don't think I've ever really paid attention to the perimeter line or what's out there.
Now travelers at any time.
Did you just come up from the floor, bro? Are you okay? Security, there's a guy that just came out of the floor over there. Just pointing that out. Excuse me, I have a question about this form. Scandal? If physics don't question him, then I ain't gonna question him. I lost a rabbit. Have you seen a rabbit? No? Okay. Thank you. There's nothing to eat or drink on this planet. Alright, let's take our Cuddy back to Cruel. Because that's where Huaha will be whenever he comes in. Hangar 9. Wow, there's actually some people here that are, you know, doing stuff. Enters the pilot seat.
You are clear to launch. Thank you, and please visit again.
Whoa, sweet child of mine. Whoa, sweet love of mine. Whoa, oh, 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 sweet child of mine. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, sweet love of mine. What are your options for comms with Oh. So this is testing, 1, 2. So that'd be testing, or just the VoIP. Gotcha. That would have helped the other day. Oh man, cracky. I'm interested to see what's going on with this right here. Hell's Gate, what's your main gameplay loop that you play? Is it more of combat stuff or?
Quantum drive is now off.
Combat mining mostly. I'll mine for a few days and go hunt down players with CS. Try and farm the Eckerd missions. What are you mining? Is it just prospector mining you do?
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Gotcha, gotcha. What's your setup that you use? Do you use the Lancet or do you use Helix or? Impact? Lancet, Torrent, Surge, and Riger. Well, you gonna give me landing clearance or what?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Well, if you'd like, you are more than welcome to join our organization for mining stuff. It's not an exclusive one. You don't have to be only a part of it. Like I said, I can't wait until they actually get more organization stuff into the gameplay function. And do things like allowing organization ships, like saying, okay, this is the Caterpillar. It is an organization ship. Anybody with the right clearance in the organization can use it. Let me get something to drink. Can I put this in here? Nope, too big. Let's see. I smell Luftwaffles. Go. What to do, what to do. I need to kind of wait until Waha and or Panda get on. I think I am going to tap out on the stream for right now. I will be coming back on here in a little bit. Need to go to the restroom, get some dinner, stretch, you know, all that good stuff. We've been on for a few hours. That's that sports ball stuff, huh, Ray Ray? So, I am going to go through and wrap this one up, guys, for right now. We will be back on later on this evening. So, make sure that you guys are subscribed, followed, all that good stuff on there. Is this better? There we go. I was trying to go through and figure out the background. Until next time, guys, this is Dream River 23, reminding you to game happy. I love you all. I love your faces, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.